All right, here we go. Gemini, this one's for you. This is Tarot Illumination with your June 2017 general reading. And that's you, Gemini. It's sort of like your month in a way. Uh, Heading out of May, we've got a big fat super new moon in Gemini, so you might feel really pumped up, totally lit up, like, wow, this is my time, baby, kind of thing. With these reports, these readings, I'm not doing anything with the astrology right now. It's just too much. Um, it's enough just to deliver the little tarot readings. And so I think you kind of know the drill. Read for your sun, your moon, and your rising, and then mush it all together and try to come to a bigger, broader understanding of what's happening for you in June. Okay? We can't predict the future here. All we're doing is offering um, opinions and perspectives. Okay, this is really stripped down, bare bone tarot. Okay, there's no flyers, no jumpers, no oracles, no qualifiers, and I don't read reversals either. Okay, so it's like is it's like drinking neat whiskey. Just that's just how it is. It's an acquired taste. Maybe it's not for everybody, but that's what we do here. Okay, Gemini? So it was already well shuffled in advance, but I like to take it right up to the last minute and then cut and then we go. Okay? So that you are a witness to the energy being free and open. Okay? This is your reading, Gemini. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to really, really, really bust it up. There we go. That's what we need. All right. I'm just going to just go for it. All right. So Gemini, here's the general vibe. All right. Here's where you're coming from, what you've been bringing with you, what you're bringing with you from out of May or maybe the whole of 2017 or even further. Here's the ever-present now as you move through the month of June. Here's where you're heading as you realize you're setting up momentum for June and moving into it as the journey unfolds. Here's like a checkpoint, like moving into what is definitely the future, the destiny, so to speak, because we're not there yet with this reading. This report is just like a indicator of like where things might be flowing for you. And so how do you best do that? What's the healthiest way to move forward given the momentum that's already built up here? Okay. And then given that you're in momentum now, what have you attracted to you? It's like gravity, so to speak. Or what appears to be coming to you as if you had nothing to do with creating your own energy fields at all, in which case you might feel as though everything's fated, woe is me, or like I have no say in how my life unfolds. Oh, but anyway, we're going to be big and bold here. Here's like the energy of like hopes and fears, like the courage, like I hope I make good, healthy decisions moving forward through June. I hope it plays out all right. I'm scared about blah, 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 whatever this card is in case it doesn't work out, but we're going to deal with it because that's what we do here at Tarot Illumination. We deal with it, okay? And this is where it seems to be heading. And when I give you this, I'm trying to make it look like there's a little heart spread. Do you see that? It's really like, to me, it's a journey, but I'm trying to give it to you from the heart, so to speak. And so I actually read the energy this way, all the way over to here. And also, a lot of people like to know what's going on at the bottom of the deck, because that's, from my perspective, it's just kind of like weather. It's just like, oh, well, that's how it is. Oh, it's really stormy. It's really balmy. It's really uncomfortable. It's absolutely gorgeous. Whatever it is, you just have to deal with it. Okay, so what you got? Well, celebration. Wow, that's really, really nice. So this might be, totally appropriate with your month. This is, well, probably like your birthday energy coming up. Maybe this is an excellent excuse. Time conditions are just right for you to go, ta-da, yeah, cheers to me. Hey, everybody, come to the Gemini celebration party. We're going to celebrate me. And I want you to all be as happy as I am. Yay! Okay, so calm down. All right, calm down, Terra Illumination. We're just going to be serious here, okay? We all know that Gemini is a very serious sign. Okay, so what's the vibe? Oh, love coming at you. Like, this is not a love reading, okay? We're going to have a whole playlist just for love readings, okay? So calm down. It might be that you are in a state of expectation or a state of, um, let's say, delivery, in that you are coming into June. It's possible that you're primed. You're primed to deliver that little cup. You see the cup of love there? And it's like, this is a very romantic card. It might indicate, Gemini, that you do have romance on your mind and you deserve it. You want to go for it. You want to get it. You want to have it. You want to bring it on. You want to bring it. In other words, I'm ready to bring this to you. In, let's just say, your world. You're ready to bring your love to the world. Okay, let's just be really, really vague and big picture about it. Okay, and with the Knight of Cups, it's just like, okay, you may have been out in the battlefields, you may have been out in the trenches, and you've endured this and you've endured that, and it was epic this, and I got so beat up and betrayed and screwed by this and that. But guess what? I prevailed, and the wars are over, and now I'm coming back, and I just want to hang out with my buddies and friends and family and share the love on my discoveries. Okay, everything I'm bringing home, and I want to share it all with you guys. Okay, all of you. Forget the gender issue. I'm not talking about men, women, boy, girls, boyfriends, lovers, whatever it is. I'm just talking about the energy. Okay, so where is it all coming from? Where were you? Whoa, take a charge, man. It's like you knew this was coming. You knew this was happening. It's just like, ha 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 ha, yes, you, it's my time now. And it's like, it's almost like you had already done all the prep work, all the homework, and you've been busy, busy, busy behind the scenes. I'm just going to mention that, you know, Saturn is in Sagittarius and it's retrograde. So you might have been feeling a lot of pressure on yourself in the form of opposition and challenges in the energy of relationship, with Sagittarius being your opposite sign. However, that might have been all for the good because it got you all sort of like matured and prepped up for, what's coming in June, which is your time. In other words, you're coming in with carrying the energy of like, I am determined to succeed. I am determined to win. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to bring it from the heart, man. And I don't care what I have to go through to do that internally. I'm going to wrestle all my shadow sides, all my bright sides, and I'm going to put it all in order. I'm going to make everything work in order so that my journey through June works for me. Because what works for me, or what's the best and most loving thing for me, is what's good for everybody else too. And I want to share what I've got, okay? And it's obvious that you want to show what you've got and you're determined to make it happen. So what about the present now? Where are we right now? Oh gosh, okay. So this whole reading already feels like it's very infused with generosity and really, really good intentions. For me, it feels like you are determined to radiate this kind of energy, okay? Not only the energy of love, you want to bring love into your world. You want to like spread it around, man. And that's beautiful. And you wouldn't mind receiving a little bit too. That's beautiful too. Um, but in the actual present moment, it's like, I don't want to just talk about it. I don't want theories. I don't want concepts or wishes. I want to lock it down. I want the real deal. I deserve the real deal. I want to know what it feels like to be like in this energy field. Okay, here she is. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's just like, she holds dominion over material matter in such a way that it's all for the good. She's very, very good at handling and understanding the material resources of her world, her abundant world around her. And she carries it with great, great dignity. Okay. And she's aware that she has all that. And she's not shy about sharing it, her abundance, with others in her environment. And that might be the kind of energy that you are carrying right now in your own energy field. Forget the gender, it's a Queen of Pentacles, just forget the gender, but it can indicate abundance and fertility and actually having it in tangible, understandable forms that actually allows you to spread the love like fertilizer, literally. Fertilizer. Here's some love for you. Here's some love for you. Here's some love for you. Here's some love for you and you and you and you and you. Wow. Now just take care of your little seeds, nurture them properly, okay? Because that's how we do things here, okay? We're in charge. This is the energy of heart, love, warm, caring energy here, and we're going to make it happen from the heart, okay? And maybe it's like because you're like infused with this energy already, maybe you're like feeling like you want to tell people about this, how to do it, how to actually make it happen, because you might have a little secret that we all yearn to know. And it's just like, I want to share this. I want to communicate this stuff. I want to bring it to others, okay? I want to share it. I want to share the love. So where are we heading going forward? Okay. You might be wrestling with an understanding of what actually is this whole love vibe thing about. In other words, like, is there an element of naivety here, Gemini, in that you're all fired up with best of intentions and you want to party and celebrate it all? It's just that um, mm, it might feel as though like it's an indulgence, like you don't want to go too far. Like if you take it too far, if you take all this really, really well-meaning energy here, and it's so generous and kind and determined and with the best of intentions, um, but it's almost like you don't want to set people up for a fall, because if you like overpromise things, like, I'm just telling you, people, this is how it is, this is how it could be, like, watch me, look at I can do this, I know all about it. But it might be that there's an element of naivety, um, where you're not accounting or allowing for, like, the let's say, you know how a lot of people do confuse love with bondage? They think, oh, I'm in such an amazing relationship situation here, but it's actually more like a tie or a bondage or something, and that's very confusing. It's very easy to get confused between love and lust, okay? So if you actually got that energy as an option in front of you, where you might be allowed to indulge in the energy of lust and see how that plays out in with your best intentions, but in the context of what true love might be. I'm not disparaging all this delicious energy here. It's almost like saying, okay, sometimes I give this feel on this card where, don't take this card too harshly, like he looks so mean and judgmental and harsh. Like, a lot of people think of this as the card of like the junkie, the addict, the love addict, like the the alcoholic, smoking, doped out drinker type, and love addict or sex addict, or like being so wrapped up in their own stuff that they think it's life and love and everything, but it isn't. It's just a whole pile of compulsion, compulsive, obsessive, compulsive stuff. So if in your good intentions you're moving forward and you start to encounter like this feeling like, oh, like you don't want to overdo it, it's like getting drunk on love, for example, or lust, for example, that can actually become a problem. So it's almost like, watch out, dear Gemini, watch out. Now, just as a disclaimer, to protect myself as your reader and to give a slightly different spin on it for your benefit, it could also indicate that maybe it's about time you kind of let go and actually did indulge in yourself a little bit and allow yourself to taste all the stuff that is often considered taboo. Okay, like, I really, really want this love thing. I want to feel it. I want to give it. I want to experience it. I want to lock it down as much as I know how. And I want to share it. I want that to be very abundant in my world. And if it means just kind of letting go a bit and just like indulging in the lustful side of it, like having one little glass too much, perhaps. Or if you're a smoker toker type, maybe just dabbling a bit where you really wouldn't normally do. Or maybe enjoying like a lustful encounter just for the hell of it because it just feels so awesomely good, and then forgiving yourself afterwards in case there's any kind of backlash, because you're just giving yourself the permission to have a really freaking good time, and you don't want to get hurt by it, you don't want to hurt others, you don't want to get locked into it, but damned if you're not going to like live the life of a saint. You don't want to be a nun, you don't want to be a saint where everything's sterilized and perfect and pure, and I'm so highly ascended I'm not affected by worldly lustful energies. No, bullshit. Admit that you're human, and it's good to feel human now and again and get down and dirty, all right? So I don't mean to scare you. I hope I'm not scaring you, Gemini. I'm just trying to give you a storyline here, how I'm feeling it for you. So this is really, really strong energy you've got going in here for June, Gemini. So how are we going to move through this so you don't end up in a kind of a train wreck where this wonderful, bold energy here doesn't fall off the tracks, okay? So let's have a look. Ding, ding, ka-ching. It's like, yeah. Da-ding, da, 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 da. Las Vegas coin machines are spilling out, baby. No, it's just more like, um, it's like what I'm feeling here is the way to move forward safely and effectively through June is just soak it up. Soak up the good energy and radiate the good energy. Don't hold on to it. Like just be like a conveyor, like a conductor, like a transmitter, where like it's almost like you're glowing to the point where, wow, this is actually happening. I get to be this radiant Gemini person, and it's infused with love, the giving and the receiving of love, and I am in charge and I'm making it happen. And maybe I'm going over the little top a bit, over the top a little bit, but that's okay. I want to feel it. I want to feel it in my tangible life. And the way to move forward safely and effectively is to let that all happen, but don't hold on to it, okay? Allow your light to shine, let it shine outwards, but don't try and own it as though it's like stuff to own and have. It's like it's radiant energy. It belongs to the universe, and it's all this, and all this card is saying here is to let your love flow. Let it flow outwards with all your best of intentions, even if it means going over, you end up going over the top a little bit. Don't hurt yourself in any way, but just let the love shine in the most pure and authentic way, and share it with others, and uh, 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 no, get to feel what it's like to share that abundance in a very tangible, realistic way, okay? That other people understand, like, oh my God, that Gemini, they actually know what they're doing. And look, they are being the love light. They are radiating love and light and abundance in their world. And that's the way to do it. And it's authentic. It means being authentic. It means genuine, being real. And this isn't fake energy. This isn't fake happiness, fake love. This is the real deal. This is pure joy. This is pure innocent joy. Okay. And it's like, yeah, let it rip, but don't get drunk on it. Okay. Um, it's um, like I don't want to like call a curfew on the party or anything like that, or say everybody can have one sip in this big party like the Gemini season. Like everybody, let's party, but you can only have one sip. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like let's make this happen. And I just don't want to have to call 911. I don't want people going home in ambulances or puking in the garden or having to like uh, come up with horrible nightmare, headache, day after type stories. No, no, no. This is supposed to be just fun and beautiful, okay? Not too over the top, all right? So, in doing that, in moving forward through June, what can you expect? Like, let's say you get all this on motion and you conduct yourself honorably and like a gentleman through this with, okay, it might be all a little bit over the top, this energy, but it is very well intended. And you might have set out like a sort of like an energy field, a vortex that's attracting something back to you. But the question is, what is it? And is it yours? Did you deserve it? Are you aware of how you create your own weather, so to speak? You create your own outcomes. So what do we got? Okay. So in the process of going through this, it might just be, dear Gemini, that you've discovered like an elixir, some kind of elixir of love that allows you to finally bury all the shit, bury all the crap, whatever you've been having to deal with for a while or even a long time. My feeling with this little card right here is that you bringing it into stark focus of what doesn't work. Like, oh my God, guess what, people? I have stories to tell you as my Gemini self. Guess what? There was a time long ago. Let's come on, everybody. Let's hang out. I'm going to tell you my stories. First of all, there's this horrific thing that happened. Oh, it was a shit nightmare. You can't believe it. And then I was over there. I was going out with them and her, and I had this shitty job, and you can't believe how awful it was. And then guess what happened? My dog died, and then this one over here, like someone else I lost, and then someone dumped me, and my whole career went down the toilet. It was a freaking nightmare, people. But guess what? I lived through it. I got through it, and we're going on because there is light and love and abundance on the horizon. And even though I can tell you all my war stories of all the hell and destruction that I've had to endure, guess what? Ha! Woohoo! I still got this baby. So let's keep going. Yay! So what, with all this ebullience and enthusiasm and opportunity to like do the whole Gemini reboot thing, start off your whole new year ahead, what are the hopes for you? What are you scared of not having in case things go wrong? Doing. Okay. Well, it's hoping that you do like rise up to being like the CEO of you, the boss of you, where you can literally carry that crown with dignity and honor and pride, and no one will judge you or try to take you down. They'll just say, wow, that is the Gemini that we always knew existed. That is so cool. Man, Gemini, that really suits you. That's a really cool outfit, man. Look at that. And your shoes, man, they're really cool. And I like your pets too. You got it all together. And man, in fact, you're kind of an inspiration to me, Gemini. And that's what you're talking about to yourself, Gemini, in the mirror. Like, this is who I really want to be. This is how I want to be. I want to be the master of my own destiny, create my own future, be someone that everyone else wants to hang out with because I'm so cool and that I'm passionate and that I'm inspiring. Yeah, that's what I want. The only problem is that I'm scared. Like, if I can't actually make it happen, like if I really don't have my shit together and a lot of this crap isn't sorted out, then this may not happen. And that's just, oh God, I am scared. I'm feared. That's the fear aspect. Like, what if this doesn't happen? Oh no. Okay, let's not get carried away here. Um, so let's just accept over here right now that let's like fingers crossed, everybody. Let's hope Gemini gets through it. We power through all this. It's going to be awesome. We have the best of intentions. And since this is a general reading, I'm not turning this into relationships or love readings or anything like that. You just get to the point where that's how I want to be. That's who I want to be. I know I can do it. I deserve the crown. I can wear the crown. I'm an inspiration to myself and I'm an inspiration to others. I can carry this. I can do it. Okay? So let's put the positive spin on it. Let's assume that you get what you want. Where does that leave you? Where does that take you? Okay. All right. It takes you into a kind of a new zone where um, it's more about like, okay, well, now we got it locked down. It's living proof. Let's say we can do this. Now we just have to live it out. like in real time, like walk the talk, so to speak. And all, let's say the party's all over. You've done all that. It's been awesome now, and you're starting your whole new Gemini year ahead. And let's say you've done your absolute best to rise up to that standards that you've set for yourself. You've brought in the love. You're determined to make it happen. Absolutely. And you're going to let yourself go crazy for a while just because you deserve it. But you're not going to let go and be irresponsible. You're not going to turn into an egomaniacal, narcissistic prick. You're going to actually radiate pure love. You're not going to hold on to it and say, I discovered it, I own it, I'm going to sell it and package it to you. No, it's for everybody. It's universal. And coming back down to earth here, back down to earth, day to day, mundane reality, like, oh, well, it was a fantastic month, and the party, the celebration's over. Now I got to get back to work and lock it down for real. Everything that I intuited deeply about June has come to pass, and now we're just going to get on with it. And over the next year, we're going to lock it down. We're going to make it happen. We're going to solidify the lessons, the awareness. We're going to build this into my infrastructure, okay? We're going to probably at the end of another year have a whole pile more of these, a whole pile of new war stories, but you can handle it because you've got the guts, you've got the nerve, you've got the love, you've got the resources, and you have all the best intentions. This is like a reality check. So when you start moving into July, it'll be like, okay, well, let's get back to day-to-day life again and just do what we got to do. It'll seem like work, but it's work that you're going to love to do because you're actually living on a whole new level of you. All right, the bigger, better, newly improved Gemini for 2018. Yeah. So that's how that's looking here. Now, you don't want to take it too far. You don't want to become like a workaholic about making this happen, about forcing it all to happen. It's just try to do it in an orderly manner so that it adds up, so that you can, it's like carrying this energy forward. And this is what it's like to have it. You've got it. This is what you're going to do right now and be this right now in June. Understand the energy of your resources and wealth and abundance. But moving through the rest of the year, you have to understand you cannot squander this. This is not stuff to be squandered. It is an ongoing process, creating a new environment with new resources for yourself, and like building on the foundations for another year ahead. Okay, so it's really, really good news for you, Gemini. I'm trying to keep it very broad and open and general. Now you're welcome to completely reinterpret the whole thing. There's thousands of tarot readers out there. You could show them a snapshot of this and say, hey, what do you think? But you don't play them the video and they tell you a completely different story, okay? But that's your choice. I'm just giving you a story how I feel it, trying to go big and broad and wide from the heart, okay? It's a journey through June, okay? But it's a journey from the heart, okay? And you're very, very lucky, Gemini. You're kind of in the right place at the right time. So let's leave it at that. Please make the most of all this good vibe energy for yourself. And if you've missed something out, read for your sun, moon, and rising. Don't forget, some people have a combination of all three. So make the most of that and then smush this in as part of it, okay? And you might have a bigger, better, broader understanding of June. All right. Thank you so much, Gemini. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Well done to get this far. Awesome. Bye.